Hey guys, welcome to Looked at Health. Let's check out this video called, it's a oversimplified video. Now I'm used to watching more oversimplified videos over and over. It's ridiculous, okay? Because previously I reacted to, the French Revolution part 1 and 2, one after the other. It was like the most brutal, horrific war ever. The most entertaining video too on this channel, which is crazy. It's ridiculous. Okay, so many people were dying in that video for the most silliest reasons, and the dude, and they were dying. This dude was killing them, like chopping their heads off with a guillotine, like vegetables. It's just he was like how you cut off the butt of a cucumber or something like that. It's like that. He just continues to chop off people, and then he gets chopped off in the end by the same guillotine that he used. It's just ridiculous. So much craziness, and it also really pissed me off because there was so much. The elites, the rich people, acting so ignorant and acting so brainwashed made me really hate them, and I could completely understand the people that were fucking rioting and protesting outside, and it was just a crazy. I'll put that reaction at the end of this video so they can watch it. It's a ridiculous video, okay? Both the reactions, part 1 and 2, I'll put them in the end so that you can watch it. All right, so but one thing is different is that I saw this dude in the video. His name was Napoleon Bonaparte or something, right? Napoleon Bonaparte, and this dude had like a badass face throughout the whole thing, and I was really liking him, but everybody's power hungry, greedy, everybody's corrupted, and he probably is corrupted too. So this Napoleonic Wars, today we're gonna react to Napoleonic Wars Oversimplified part 1. And it's probably all about that. He's in the thumbnail, so let's just watch it. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Let's find out what Napoleon Bonaparte did and how ruthless and dangerous he is with his badass face. I don't know. Let's watch it. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. It's a big ass reaction. Okay, so let's watch it. It's nearly 30 minutes long.
This video was made.
You'll be thoroughly entertained. So 1080p. Let's go. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
This video was made possible by NordVPN. Stay safe online by clicking the link below.
I ain't never buying NordVPN. All right,
with
so
a risk-free 30-day money-back guarantee. Also,
I can't buy it. Get out of here.
Corporal himself before they sell out. And big shout out.
Look at how badass that guy looks.
To the patrons, head on over to learn about benefits such as Discord access and maybe.
And apparently people liked him and elected him too. So makes sense. He looks amazing.
Even a little behind-the-scenes content. Okay, Mrs. Bonaparte, this is it. One last push, and we're done.
What the fuck? Mrs. Okay. Another Napoleon guy.
Congratulations. It's a general. Oh, and here comes the rest of the army now.
Rest of the army?
Did you just say the rest of the army?
Oh! What the hell? What? What's going on? Oh shit! What the fuck? Is that like a black hole under her, you know what, between her legs? I don't get it. Napoleonic Wars.
History
My
is full of
God!
Great conquerors, many with very impressive origin stories. For example,
if you're a woman, don't go with people like Napoleonic Bonaparte, whatever. They will make you fucking shit out fucking cannons and big ass parade. It's just ridiculous.
Alexander the Great was the son of a king. Julius Caesar came from an aristocratic family that descended from a goddess. Great conquerors don't usually come from relatively insignificant families living on impoverished islands. But as it just so happens, that is where our story begins. In the early 18th century, the island of Corsica was a part of the Republic of Genoa until one day Corsica said, hey, we're declaring independence, and it's probably not worth your time to try and stop us. So Genoa said, you're right, it isn't worth their time. Hey, France, you want to buy this island? And France said, sure thing. And thus, Corsica became France, just in time for Napoleon to be born French. Many Corsicans didn't appreciate their new conquerors, however, and from
Baguette munchers, go
Napoleon
home.
developed some fairly anti-French sentiments. Napoleon's dad, however, quickly embraced his new French overlords, which created some tension between dad and son. Ooh, look at me. I'm Dad. I wear powdered wigs and silver-buckled shoes, and I'm a traitor to the Corsican people. Go to your room, Napoleon. No, you go to your room, Dad.
Oh shit! So he's already like dominating when he was a kid right away. So this is just a small glimpse of what the fuck he was gonna become when he grows big. Okay.
On the other hand,
and he left. His dad left, and he was like dominating the house like the head of the family or some shit.
Napoleon adored his mother, who was definitely the disciplinarian of the family. And even though she would punish Napoleon severely, he respected that. But Napoleon's parents wanted the best for their family. And since they were of very minor nobility,
He looks so cute and adorable. I like that face is just derpy, and I love it. I love that derpy face.
they were able to have Napoleon sent off to the shining lights and rat-infested sewage puddles of the big city. Napoleon went to military school in France. Okay, Napoleon, why don't you introduce yourself to your new classmates? Well, I'm Napoleon, and I hate all of you. Your farts smell like cheese, you can't pronounce the letter
shit.
R, all you do is go on strike, and you call eggs biffs like a bunch of big dumb idiot
Oh,
dingleberries.
fuck.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks, Napoleon.
Shit.
I hope you like being bullied.
Pretty much, he's gonna get bullied if you do that.
And bullied. He was.
Oh,
they picked on him
shit.
for his Corsican accent, his family's lack of
man.
wealth, and it probably
Oh,
didn't help that he also
fuck.
had a bit of a chip on his shoulder, but he could hold his
Hey, you know what? The only answer to a lot of bullying is raising your fists. But that's a Western society, and you probably get arrested for that. In India, if you like raise your fist, you probably at best get punished by the teacher or something, and that's it. So if you got bullies, raise your fist. But if you're a Westerner, probably not. I don't know.
his own, and on an average day, might be found dishing out ratatouille sandwiches for breakfast.
Oh,
he spent much of his
shit.
time alone,
He's able to punch. I guess it's okay to fight your bullies, you know.
and he loved reading about the great conquerors of history. He learned about Julius Caesar, and he wondered if one day he too might have a pizza franchise named after him.
Boomer humor certified.
He excelled at math and geography, and when he graduated at the age of 16, he was made second lieutenant in an artillery regiment. Now, second lieutenant might sound
At the age of 16. God damn it. That's just a kid. Holy shit.
pretty sweet to a screw-up like you, but Napoleon had a little something called ambition. Stonks of it. And he wasn't
Yeah.
content being just some junior officer. He wanted to rise the ranks. Unfortunately for him, that would be a little difficult. Well, Napoleon, I've reviewed your application. It's clear you're very skilled and would be a perfect fit for the promotion. And Simeon, you're just about the biggest idiot I've ever seen. Your test results suggest you have the mental aptitude of a senile earthworm, and in the part of the form you list your
shit.
experience, you seem to have drawn a picture of a gerbil giving birth to a shoe. But
Damn.
your dad is the Marquis de la Fayette, so you get the job.
What?
French society was just too closed off. Positions were handed out based on nobility, not
Yeah, it's nepotism, all right? And this dude was kicked out because some outsider. That's it. And this nepotism shit, people hate it. I don't like it either, but it's a thing. And if the person can work hard, he can. And if he can, then great. But the opportunities will be lacking. But the people should fight for it, you know. I guess, you know, that's the real world is unfair. No matter how much you try to fix it, it's gonna get unfair. No matter how much you do it, they can never be a balance. All right, so
not talent. And the young Napoleon probably felt stuck. Wouldn't it be nice if, say, a revolution?
Yeah. Isn't that fucking crazy? You have all the talent in the world, and yet you can't do anything. That will fucking break your mind. You know, that will fucking destroy your mind. I feel bad too. It's just ridiculous, okay? Especially if you have a bad health, that's even worse, 10 times worse. Damn.
Revolution came along and changed all of that. Well, what are the chances? The French Revolution is here. Bastille toppling, head chopping.
Oh
king
my
toppling.
god, that's the scene that I was talking about. He was just chopping heads like vegetables. My god.
The revolution promised to do away with the old social hierarchy and make everyone a little more equal. Napoleon may not have cared much for the violent mobs, but if it meant he could rise the ranks, he was in. He began fighting to defend the revolution. He put down a British-sponsored counter-revolution in Toulon and got promoted. He put down a royalist uprising in Paris and got promoted. And as his military prowess became more
Damn.
recognized, he
With that derpy face, he was able to do all that. Look how he looks. He looks He looks ridiculous. I like the way he looks, man. He looks nice. I
He was
like.
even given his very own army. It was astonishing progress for such a young man of humble origins, and Napoleon's wildest dreams were
Oh, kawaii face, anime face.
coming true. But Napoleon also believed he could increase his social status if he married an older
His face is too derpy and too funny. I love his face. The way he looks, it's weird, and it's also kind of badass that he's emotionless and straight looking. I like that. I like that.
rich lady. And so around this time, Napoleon went on the prowl. However, if some sources are to be believed, he was a verified
Napoleon was so ugly, an overall sickly effect was created. An overall sickly effect was created by his thinness and yellow complexion. My God. So, I mean, if you're amongst white people, I guess they don't find other people that look different nice or something. Especially in purest, the whitest place ever, they probably don't find. It's the same, you know. When you're, I guess it's the same when you're all Asian people in there. You know, I guess it would be the same. If there's all African people in there, they would look at Asians and then they would look at like, who is this yellow guy? You know, it's a race thing, and it makes sense. And he was not looking good, I guess. You know.
creep. He reportedly had terrible luck with women, and most wanted nothing to do with him. Fortunately, he eventually
man.
met Josephine, an aging single mother who was deeply in debt.
Aging single mother. I don't know about single mothers, dude. Just get rid of. Just go away. Single mothers. You know, a young woman that is a virgin is fucking 1,000 times better than this. Single mother, really? Get out of here.
and needed stability, so she agreed to marry.
And she's deeply in debt, basically taking advantage of you. Don't even get close to her.
him, despite finding him intensely
And she smokes. What the fuck? Found Napoleon intensely disgusting. Even she found him disgusting.
disgusting.
Damn.
Napoleon, you dirty dog, you've done it. Unbeknownst to Napoleon, however, Josephine had a bit of a promiscuous reputation.
Oh.
Hey, Napoleon, I hear you're marrying Josephine. Boy, she sure is a great kisser. That's right. Hey, wait, what do you mean
Oh
she's a
my
great
God.
kisser? Hey, Hugo, you hear Napoleon's marrying Josephine?
I feel bad for, Napoleon, this guy. I feel really bad for him. He looks good too. I don't know why people have to hate him. And why would he go and marry some dirty whore? I don't know why. He could just go into the church and ask for someone's hand. Some of these, fathers with, the daughters that go into the church and their fathers are so, they would be so happy to find a general like him and give their daughter happily. But this dude is like finding the biggest whore and marrying her. What the fuck?
Wow, she sure is a great kisser.
Kiss. He says kiss her, but I'm pretty sure she has done more shit. Like a lot of white women do that, and it just, I don't know. Nowadays, it's like every white woman is kind of a whore. You know, it's like ridiculous. And if you're a virgin, then you're an incel. So fuck that. You know.
Now hang on just a minute. Hey, everyone,
They call you an incel and shit. Okay.
Napoleon's marrying Josephine.
Oh yeah, she's
She
sure is a great
She's real good at kissing.
I'm pretty sure I kissed her just yesterday.
Oh man, Napoleon, fucking run away from it, leave her, abandon her, don't marry a whore, goddammit.
Goodness sake, is there anyone here who hasn't kissed my wife? Yeah, you.
Oh shit!
As Napoleon fell madly in love with his new wife, she fell madly in love with a man named Hippolyte. It wouldn't be long however,
What?
before Napoleon would leave home and go to
And that dude looked like a refrigerator. What's up with that? And I feel bad for Napoleon, dude. And he loves, despite knowing that bitch is a whore. I just can't believe
war. Because while France was having its revolution, tensions in Europe were rising. Hey, Austria, you'll never guess what we just did. What's that, France? I got 2 words for you.
What is that? Revo?
Revolution.
Oh,
We
revolution.
totally just socked it to our monarchy.
Huh.
What? Dude, the rest of us are monarchies. You've just totally threatened the balance of power in Europe. Now we have to worry about our stinky peasants rising up against us. I mean, holy hell, your queen is... Okay, France, this is pretty awkward. And the rest of Europe is probably itching to give you a wedgie.
Huh.
But you're not ready for a war yet. So you gotta be cool, man.
Gotta be cool,
It's
motherfucker.
absolutely crucial that you say something to
And then he says something really worse.
diffuse the situation right now.
Preposterous.
Let's go to a war,
I
you
declare
bitch.
war.
Sacre bleu!
So France ended up at war with basically the rest of Europe. And
Oh,
the war was
man,
the first
what?
coalition.
You look like a small pond amongst all them red areas in the middle of all of them. Like, you waging war against all of that?
Began. At first, France struggled, but then they started to do surprisingly well, and in many conquered territories, they began
shit!
to establish sister republics, exporting their revolutionary ideas across Europe. In 1796, they planned a three-pronged attack to take
It's like a fucking virus.
Vienna and knock Austria out of the war, with two magnificent armies in the north
A blue
to
one.
kick ass, and Napoleon in the south as a bit of a diversion. For the first time, Napoleon would lead a military campaign. This was his chance to prove himself, to be somebody. And what a general he proved to be. The army he was given were demoralized, lacking equipment, and underpaid. But Napoleon
Oh.
galvanized them with inspirational speeches, and he took them into Italy. He was outnumbered, and his campaign was partially meant to be a sideshow, but he made it the main show. While the two northern armies were being held back, Napoleon made staggering progress. In a signature Napoleon move, he masterfully split his enemies into two and took them on separately, knocking Sardinia out of the war
Damn, Napoleon is a total badass. He knows how to do it.
and
You know?
putting the Austrians on the run. At the famous Battle of Lodi, he was in the fray, aiming the cannons himself, getting
Oh,
covered in
man.
mud, and earning the total respect of his men. They
Dude is a fucking badass. Holy shit.
respected him so much that when
I can relate to this guy. I think all of us relate to this guy. This dude is a fucking hero. I love him. You know?
he ordered an almost suicidal
Charge!
assault on the only bridge in town,
Go!
his men threw
Come on, my
themselves
men!
out and took it despite
take it
fierce
all of-
Austrian
take all of
resistance.
that.
For Napoleon, it was all he needed to confirm that he was the
I foresaw what I might be. Already I felt the earth flee from beneath me, as if I were being carried into the sky. Damn, dude, this dude. And look, this is how he looks. He looks good. He looks good. I don't know why people were saying he's ugly. He looks good, man. He looks like a fucking Greek statue. You know, one of them Greek statues like this, you know, like that. He looks like that. He looks great, man. I don't know.
greatest human who had ever
I guess the standards are so high that he was considered less. I don't know, man. It's among the white people. They look perfect, so I guess it's something to do with them high standards. The Caucasian, fucking European, big, you know, like Thor, like the fucking Greek legends, you know, like that, you know.
existed. Wow, Napoleon, you're pretty great at this military stuff. Just be careful your head doesn't get too big. What did you just say to me?
Oh,
you prick?
shit!
And as Napoleon swept through northern Italy, the Italians cheered his arrival.
Oh, damn,
Yes.
yeah,
I'm here to liberate you from your cruel Austrian oppressors
yeah. Let's go.
and replace them with French ones.
Now you can find a good wife. Honestly, you can find a good wife. Replace them with French ones and they were disappointed. You might not find one. Come on.
Napoleon plundered as he went, sending riches back to France to help its economy, but also paying his men the first real money they'd seen in
Damn!
years. The Pope had been supporting the Austrians, so Napoleon briefly went to go give him a slap. And as he began to approach Vienna, the exhausted Austrians were forced to make peace, with Napoleon overseeing negotiations
Oh
himself.
shit!
He had just single-handedly knocked Austria out of the war. And by the way, he was only 28, so maybe it's a
Oh my god, he's 1 year younger than me. Holy shit! And this dude is so amazing. Like, you have a dream, you fucking go and chase it, and you will fucking win. Okay? Crazy, crazy stuff. He is a perfect role model for young people, man. Until I hope he didn't do anything terrible. Okay? So far, he's proving to be a great role model for young people out there. So.
about time you moved out of your dad's attic. In the Italian territories he had conquered, Napoleon established new French sister republics, even writing constitutions and organizing governments himself. Not something a general generally
Wow.
does. When he got back to France, he was hailed as a hero, and the extremely unpopular government
Damn,
were concerned
dude.
he might get some power-hungry ideas. So
Oh man, I hope. In the previous French Revolution video, in the end, this narrator told us that he had some power-hungry dreams, and that could make him a bad guy. You know, my God.
So they agreed he
Jeez.
should go far away from France to Egypt, where he could maybe undermine British access to India. Napoleon was eager to win more glory, so he brought with him a team of
I don't know about Napoleon coming into India. I'm Indian, and he could. I don't know. He has power hungry shit, and he might fucking become a dictator. So I hope he didn't came in here, didn't do anything. Okay.
scholars, and he was like, "Whoa, it's a freaky man cat. Whoa, it's a big stick. Whoa, it's an ugly horse. Whoa, it's a sleepy little manlet. Hey,
Hey.
I'm actually average height for the time."
Oh!
But then British Admiral Nelson came down and wrecked his fleet, and an Anglo
Hey, you know what? This video is more funny than any video I've ever seen in this channel. This thing has more comedy. I love this.
Ottoman force defeated him at Acre, so Napoleon abandoned his men and went back to France. His campaign in Egypt hadn't gone quite as planned, but one thing you should know about Napoleon was that he was a skilled propagandist. He
Man.
published his own newspapers that sometimes exaggerated his achievements, and even commissioned paintings that
Napoleon makes Egypt cry for its mummy. That's what he wrote? I hope not. That's very fucking funny. I love
generally
it.
made him look cool. So when he returned to Paris, he was yet again hailed as a hero, and he
Damn,
began to get
son!
some power-hungry ideas. First, however, he had a bit
Hey, you know what? It's not about power. If you want all the people to praise you, it's not about power. It's about how much they like you. You know, it's about how much they love you. So whatever you do, make them like you. Don't chase after power hungry shit. And I guess he has a wrong idea. I don't know.
bit of a problem to deal with. See, he had learned something shocking about his dear wife. Really,
Oh.
Josephine? This guy? I'm just as
Oh,
tall as him. I'm
shit.
sorry. I swear. Now that you're becoming famous, I'll never do it again.
Oh
Make
no.
sure you-
That bitch is opportunistic, and she's like a single mother, man. Somebody already dumped that bitch. Why are you after her? She's secondhand. She's not even fresh. Leave her. Leave her to her fucking bullshit and go find. You're so famous, they will give you multiple women, okay? Some fathers are so greedy and they fucking idolize you so bad, it's ridiculous. They idolize you so much that they'll give up their daughters for you. So I don't know why the fuck you're chasing after this bitch. I don't get it.
You don't. I've never stooped so low as to cheat on you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be in this room consulting my generals for the next 30 minutes.
Oh no!
And by consulting, I mean boinking. By my generals, I mean this woman.
Oh,
And by
shit!
30 minutes,
He's also a piece of shit. Oh my god.
I mean 2 seconds.
2 seconds?
Having dealt with his wife, Napoleon was then approached by a very influential
So it's almost like even he doesn't give a fuck about the marriage. I don't know why he's marrying. So he can reap the benefits like on state level. I don't know.
politician who said he had an idea. He wanted to stage a coup against the deeply unpopular government and needed the extremely popular Napoleon's help. And Napoleon thought that was just the darn tootinest idea. The plan was to trap the government and convince them to voluntarily give up their power. And here's how they did it. Hey guys, oh my gosh, quick! There's a dangerous Jacobin plot to overthrow you, which we definitely aren't just making up. Better get inside this cage so we can protect you. Okay,
Why?
gentlemen,
Really?
we got him.
Oh
In
shit!
this case, the cage was an isolated palace outside of Paris, with no one around but Napoleon and his army. With the government inside, Napoleon then entered, and a pretty chaotic event ensued, during which the government didn't seem entirely sure what was going on.
Oh,
Napoleon's
man.
men didn't seem entirely sure what was going on, and Napoleon himself didn't seem entirely sure what was going
Why aren't they letting me stage a coup? Why would they, you idiot?
on.
What are you
But
doing?
thankfully, Napoleon's brother Lucien, president of the lower house, managed to regain control, and the remaining councilmen were intimidated into creating a new constitution. And thus, a new government was formed.
The consulate.
This time with 3 consuls in charge. But after Napoleon did some rewriting, in the end, there was really only
Oh.
one man in charge.
Oh
the first
my
consul,
god.
him. And over the next few years, he worked to consolidate even more power, and essentially
Oh,
became
man.
a dictator in total control of France. And by
Oh,
the way,
shit.
he was only 30, so maybe it's about time
was
you
only
washed your
30?
disgusting bed sheets. France
Huh.
was now ruled by possibly
Wait,
30.
what?
So maybe it's about time you washed your disgusting bed sheets. France was now ruled by possibly the greatest military leader of the time.
Yeah.
Possibly the greatest? Or definitely?
Definitely.
Well, now is his chance to prove it. See,
Dang.
back when Napoleon was
He's almost like a child with his with his behavior. He's kind of like a kid, but you know, none of the suppression inside within. He lashes out and goes out and gets it done. That's what we need. A lot of people are just suppressed by the society and the burden of the fucking family and all the fucking bullshit around social circles. They're suppressed, but this dude is not. I feel like he can fucking yell at you if you push him too much, you know? He has no control, I feel like. You know?
Still in Egypt, being Indiana Jones. Back home,
Oh, God.
France was in France, being France. They had conquered even more territory, and they were like, hey, Piedmont, you get revolutionary ideals. Hey,
Huh.
Switzerland, you get revolutionary ideals. And Rome, you get revolutionary ideals.
Oh,
Everybody
shit.
gets revolutionary. Oh, hey, guys. Nice sledgehammers.
Fuck!
And Naples.
And it's almost like he wanted to fucking go and dominate the whole world because it's like Hitler, you know?
Very cool nail gun. You guys here to get some revolutionary ideas? As France was still spreading the revolution, and with Napoleon busy in Egypt, the European powers felt the time was right for round two, and the war of the Second Coalition began.
Oh,
And this time,
shit.
their big bad boy buddy Russia was here to bang some French boys back to Bordeaux. And
Oh,
bang 'em.
shit.
They did. France
Oh, man.
got blasted.
Oh.
But then Russia pulled out after stalling in Switzerland, and now that Napoleon was in charge of the country, he was ready to start blasting right back. He took
Dang.
command of the army of the reserve, and he brought the fight to the Austrians. Now, there are many traits that made Napoleon a great military leader. I already mentioned one of them, how he was one of the boys and commanded the total loyalty of his men. But now we see a second reason, the element of surprise. In 1800, Napoleon moved to Geneva, and it looked like he was probably going to take on the Austrian forces in Germany. There's no way he'd be crazy enough to move his entire army south through the Alps as a surprise attack on the Austrians besieging Genoa.
Oh,
Napoleon's
shit.
moving his entire army south through the Alps as a surprise attack on the Austrians besieging Genoa.
Oh my
Napoleon's
God.
crossing of the Alps is legendary. And you may
This dude is like unstoppable, and it's like a train, and you can never stop the train. The train will just keep going no matter what the fuck you put in front of it. It's like that, unless you put another train or some shit. It's just ridiculous, you know? It just keeps going, non-stop. He's crazy.
I've seen one of the most famous paintings of the general, popping a sick wheelie on his majestic stallion, surrounded by dangerous mountain terrain. Of course, in real life, he made the crossing on a depressed mule. But that's
Oh,
not
really?
cool. When he emerged in Italy, the Austrians
Well, doesn't matter if it's a mule or a fucking horse. Whatever he did was courageous enough to warrant that painting. Like, honestly.
expected him to come break their siege. But Napoleon went for their supply line near Milan, forcing the Austrians to meet Napoleon head-on at the famous Battle of Marengo. The
Oh.
Austrians initially clobbered the outnumbered French, and they were like, hooray, we won. But then a few hours later, Napoleon showed up again with an even bigger army, and he clobbered them right back. Holy cow, this tiny little fun-sized French guy with rings around us.
Hey! I'm averaging for the time, you jerk!
Then, after General Moreau's victory at Hohenlinden, Vienna was exposed, and the Austrians again sued for peace.
Somehow he gets really offended by the height thing. If you make a remark on his height and how short he is, he just gets really sad. You know, I used to get sad because some of my classmates in high school they used to be really tall and shit, and everybody wanted to reach the height of 6 feet, and I was tall, but I was not 6 feet, and I was always sad and shit.
Just like the War of the First Coalition, the Second Coalition ended in another French victory. But in many ways, they both felt more like Napoleon victories. Only the UK remained at war with Napoleon, and they were using their powerful navy to blockade French ports and were even seizing the cargoes of neutral ships. Obviously, everyone else got pretty pissed off that the British were interfering with their trade. So in response, they formed a league, and they embargoed the UK right back. Neutral countries protecting their own interests? That's offensive.
Man.
So Britain went to Copenhagen and blew a bunch of stuff up, and the league disbanded. But because the UK's economy was pretty bucked,
shit.
they decided to sign a treaty with France in 1802. For the first time in a long time, Europe was at peace. Congratulations, sire. You've achieved peace. Yes.
That's some years of peace. I hope they lived happily and prospered, because shit will hit the fan soon. I feel like it's gonna happen. The video hasn't ended yet, and I know something really terrible, like the previous French Revolution videos had like 40,000 people dead in it. Now imagine this. I can only imagine. Holy shit.
Pierre, but not for long.
Of
I
course,
still don't
not
trust
for
those
long.
dirty Brits. Did you hear they've been calling me the bony man? What does that even mean? Keep an eye on them, would you? I can.
I guess his face looks kind of bony or something. I don't know.
Sire. Why not? Because they
Like his jaw is all like really chiseled jaw and everything, and it looks like bony or something.
use
I don't know.
NordVPN.
God damn it!
How would you like to
NordVPN.
spend 12 hours a day on your favorite website ever without the fear of your data being stolen? Then you need NordVPN. NordVPN has thousands of secure servers in 59 countries, allowing you to safely surf the net
God
at
damn
the
it.
fastest possible speed, while staying away from online threats, thanks to the anti-malware tool, CyberSec. NordVPN comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, and now you can take advantage of their new password manager, NordPass, and new encrypted cloud storage solution, NordLocker. NordVPN lets you
fuck?
search for better deals in other territories and unlock content not available in your country, like some oversimplified videos, for example.
Oh, really?
It's incredibly easy to use.
But I can
With
watch
just a
all
click
of
a
them?
button, you can head up to Canada and watch some sweet Canadian TV, just like that. Go to nordvpn.com/oversimplified to get a 2-year plan plus 1 additional month with a huge discount.
But how are you gonna pay for the subscriptions and shit like that? I don't think you'll be able to pay for that shit. You know, it's a different currency altogether. Anyway,
That's nordvpn.com/oversimplified. And
Don't
as
give a
always,
fuck.
You'll be supporting my channel.
get out
thank
with
you.
the NordVPN
Now, where were we?
garbage. Get out of here.
Oh yeah.
Let's
Crossing
go.
the Alps, defeating the Austrians, and
Damn.
Europe at peace.
At peace.
What a meteoric rise it had been for the young Corsican. He had just taken charge of a nation that appeared to be losing a war and turned it all around, securing
Damn.
French gains in Europe. But
This dude is like a streak of luck. This dude is like everybody that is in danger needs to come under him, because this dude will protect you no matter what. And it's almost like a magic. He just seems to like lead his troops into war, but for some reason he's getting all the victories. It's just ridiculous. He's lucky. For some reason he's like a 4-leaf clover. It's ridiculous.
But there was now a big question. You see, throughout the chaotic French Revolution,
Oh,
French
man.
governments had struggled to keep the economy afloat. They often didn't have a whole lot of support, and they frequently came and went. Would Napoleon
Oh.
finally be the man who could stick around? Military victories were one thing, but could the general also govern? Spoiler alert. Yes.
Oh.
The economy's crumbling? Well, then why don't you have yourself a new national bank, currency reform,
Oh.
and improved taxation and welfare systems?
Damn.
The legal system is an incoherent mess.
Germanic
well, then why
law,
don't you nicely
Roman
wrap
law.
all those civil laws up into one new centralized legal
The
code?
Napoleonic Code.
Corrupt government officials? Throw them in the trash. Bad
Damn.
infrastructure? Throw it in the trash.
Man, this dude must be a very significant figure from his history. I've heard this name, Napoleonic Bonaparte. I've heard that name before. I don't know. I thought it was like just a bunch of politicians, and this dude is probably a soldier, and that's it. I didn't know much about him. This dude is fucking insane. I love this guy. He's crazy. I hope he doesn't become... I mean, he's already like cheating on his wife, and his wife is cheating on him. It's just fucking bullshit. But whatever he is on when it comes to war and everything, he's a fucking true leader. He's fucking awesome. Okay.
Women's rights? Throw them in the trash.
Women's
Wait,
rights?
Really? Well, yeah. Unfortunately,
Already?
while Napoleon was building on the equality of the revolution, he also largely scaled back rights for certain groups, and husbands had full legal
Oh.
control over their wives. But come on, ladies.
Well, I mean, I guess in those days it makes sense that the husbands would take care of the wives, and the wives have no say in it or something. But then, well, back then women were more, very traditional, very submissive, very nice. And it's a husband has a whole family to take care of, not just the woman but also the kids. So the head of the family gets to decide everything. And I guess Napoleon, this guy, had to fucking give them everything and strip away from the women. But then I don't know, I guess they soon became aware of how suppressed they are, the women, and then they start trying to get a right for vote and everything like that.
Maybe let men have a slice of the pie for once. Okay? Napoleon further reformed education, ensuring a system based on individual ability, meaning now Simeon had to compete with everyone else. And Napoleon could get the cream of the crop to help him run the Republic.
Damn.
But he wasn't just building on the ideas of the Revolution. The Revolution had led to a lot of chaos, and Napoleon needed stability. So he rolled...
That image of chopping heads off like vegetables is fucking hilarious, but it's also fucking bad, man, really
back
bad.
a couple things, most notably with religion. The revolution had pretty much kicked the Catholic Church to the curb, but Napoleon understood that since many French citizens still considered themselves Catholic, that could be a problem. So he came to an agreement with the Pope and brought back the church, only this time with some pretty hefty power limitations. He also ensured freedom for other religions, and is often noted for his positive treatment.
This dude is a literal badass. What the fuck? This dude is awesome. I love him.
Of Jewish people at a time of widespread anti-Semitism. But while all of this may make Napoleon sound like
he's like very fair to everybody, and that is fucking awesome, you know. The nowadays people are like diversity is strength and shit like that, but it's not about that. It's more about how people can live freely. That's all it's about. Okay, nobody should be oppressed in any way or form, and just on a human level they shouldn't be oppressed, right? And that's great, and that's why I like him.
a pretty stand-up dude. It's good to note that he believed in religious freedom because he thought it was a powerful tool to keep the poor from eating the rich, or something like that.
The poor from eating the rich. Religion keeps the rich from being massacred by the poor. I'm all in favor of the poor, but the poor also is like nagging or something. The rich are not always bad, right? Let's get that out of the way. And the rich also need to have a fair amount of freedom for themselves. And also the poor deserve the same. It's all about fair treatment. And considering what happened in the French Revolution, how much the poor fucking destroyed the rich, is literally massacring, chopping off the heads. It's fucking insane. That queen and king dude that died, the King Louis guy that died in the French Revolution, that was fucking horrific to watch. And Napoleon understood that, I guess, and tried to bring a balance, I guess. And I know it sounds like a biased opinion right here with that quote, but his actions are speaking something else. They're completely like really fair, so
overall, Napoleon's aim was to end the chaos of the revolution and finally create a stable and prospering French Republic. And in that aim, he seemed to be largely successful and generally popular with the people of France. He officially declared that the revolution is over, adding, "I am the revolution." Napoleon's head could be seen for miles. Of course, not everyone was happy with Napoleon's reforms. Conservatives felt he was too radical. Radicals felt he was too conservative. But since Napoleon was a dictator...
Always these two sides, party system bullshit with the two different groups is... Even now I see on Twitter, the Western society is fucked with this two-party system, man. You can't see anything normally. You only see it in one way or the other. And it's just fucking terrible. I see that all the time. Dude, go out there and take a breathe and see everything with open eyes and open-mindedness, and you will see how good everything is, how normal things need to be normal. You will be able to understand that. I don't know why the world has to go on one direction, either the left or the right. It just doesn't. It's ridiculous, okay? People will be fucking depressed all the time if you do that,
Later, opposition could usually be stamped out with some good old-fashioned iron fisting. In 1804, Napoleon took one last major step. After some failed attempts were made to assassinate him, he wanted to strengthen his position and ensure his dynasty could live on after him. And so he decided being first consul for life simply wasn't quite enough. He decided he should become emperor. He held a vote asking the French people if they were cool with the idea, and they returned a definitely not rigged 99.9%
Oh, definitely not rigged. Oh man, this dude is gonna become a dictator or something. I feel like he's so good. I just don't want him to become a dirty bitch, okay?
The balls on this man. And so on the 2nd of December, 1804, in an elaborate ceremony at Notre Dame, Napoleon was made emperor. The Pope was even invited to attend, and normally he would crown an emperor. But to make sure everyone knew this wasn't some Charlemagne-style circular power division, Napoleon lifted the crown and placed it on his own head. Like I said, the ball's on this man. He was now emperor of...
One thing is true. He's a fucking badass. He will go anywhere and take anything and go back home. Pretty much. He doesn't fear anything. He doesn't stop for anything. He doesn't get stopped by anything. He doesn't, feel bad or anything. He just goes like directly, like straightforward. He's crazy.
Of the French. Well, Napoleon, you were a general. Then you became first consul for life, and now you're an emperor. Is it enough yet? Is your ambition finally satisfied?
This is the problem with people with ambition, They start off with great dreams and that's the time when they are the most happiest, but then they get all the fucking things that they need. They go out there and achieve it, and they're never satisfied. They still fuck with the system to get more and more and more, and they're never satisfied. It's like that. When you're in your ambitious stage and you haven't achieved anything, that's the best part of your life. End of story. Once you achieve everything, you don't want to stop. And if you stop, you feel like you're lacking in everything. That's a problem, and probably feels like that. He wants more,
I don't know, Pierre. What comes after emperor? I would say God, sire.
This dude is fucking alpha, bro. Alpha level 9,000. My God, he wants more. He wants to achieve more, but at the same time, I don't know if he will ever be satisfied. You
want to be a god? Yes.
My
I'll
God.
put it in a meeting. Okay, everyone. What the hell is going on? This Corsican guy showed up out of nowhere, and he's kicking our ass. He's exporting the ideas of the French Revolution wherever he goes, and he just...
You don't think that he was kicking your ass when he was almost close to you? Now he's dominating you inside your fucking nation, and now you're worried about it.
Declared himself king of Italy and emperor. He can't do that. I'm the emperor. Oh, hey, fellow monarchs. I see you're having a monarch party. My invite must have got lost in the mail. I'll just set up a spot right here. Wow. You don't belong.
He's a fucking badass. I love him. He's heroic. He's playing with his enemies. I love this.
Here, Napoleon. We're coming to take you down. I'd like to see you try.
Oh, shit!
I'm so scared I just pooed my pants. Hey, everyone. I just pooed my pants.
I think Napoleon should laugh at that because he's making fun of himself, okay?
No, but I did just poo my pants. Before Napoleon had even declared himself emperor, the British had already redeclared war on France because both sides had been
There's a lot of comedy. I love this. I love this video.
Violating their previous treaty. Napoleon immediately occupied Hanover and then began making plans for a great British invasion, partially paid for by selling a huge chunk of land to the United States. Napoleon gathered his army along the English Channel. But here was the problem. While Napoleon's powerful army would almost certainly obliterate the British on land, there was very little chance he'd actually make it across the Channel, because Britannia ruled the waves. This power dynamic would keep the two traditional enemies from engaging in much real direct combat throughout the Napoleonic Wars.
Mistress of the seas, master of the continent. Damn!
However, the British had something else up their sleeve. Copious amounts of money. They were willing to throw cash at anyone who would go to war against Napoleon, and there were plenty of takers. Austria, Russia, Naples, and Sweden, hoping to put Napoleon's France back in its place, formed a third coalition against France. The coalition forces probably thought that this time they stood a chance. They weren't prepared for the total humiliation they were about to suffer.
Oh my God!
The was Napoleon at his best. We've already learned two ways in which Napoleon was a great military commander, but here comes one of the biggest reasons. Speed. He had reorganized his army into corps, which were themselves, basically, small armies. Each had their own infantry, cavalry, and artillery, and as a result, was able to act more independently. They spread out through the countryside, and by living off the land, rather than relying on heavy supply trains, they were able to move extremely quickly. Napoleon would traverse massive distances, outmaneuver his enemies, isolate them, and then move in for the kill.
It's so badass. This dude is so good. I wish he stayed a Napoleon for like emperor or something to the whole world at this point, because he's so likable. God damn it, he's like a fucking action hero. You know, I'm Indian, right? In my Bollywood, Tollywood, whatever you want to call it, the film industries, in the movies, the heroes are such badasses. You can't help but love them, you know. That's the feeling I get from this dude, and he's like a real life hero. With whatever I've seen so far, he's like a fucking badass. So I love him. He's like one of my heroes that I see in one of my movies, one of the movies of here in India. You know, my
Before
God.
they even knew what was going on. Lightning warfare leading to total destruction. Would you like to see him do it? Here we go. Part of the coalition's plan was for the Russians to meet up with the Austrians and take on Napoleon together. Combined, they could turn the tide against him. So Napoleon needed to stop them from ever meeting. But he's all the way over in Boulogne. No problem. In a matter of weeks, Napoleon marched 200,000 men in secret, encircling Austrian General Mack and capturing his entire army.
Oh,
A
man.
devastating blow. Napoleon later remarked, I have destroyed the Austrian army by simply marching.
My God. This dude is like, hey, you challenging me? I'm gonna take you down, motherfucker. And he's like that. He's crazy. This dude. This dude is like, nobody's gonna stop me. I'm gonna take everything. You know, holy shit.
Next, he turned to face the approaching Russians. Okay, it looks like the French are coming for us. But check this out. I've got
And the fucking strategy that he uses to capture these, it's just fucking heroic, and it's just so brilliant. I love
an
it.
amazing idea. When they approach, we run away.
The fuck?
Sir, you're a genius. The Russians began to retreat with Napoleon
Oh,
giving chase.
shit.
And since his tactics relied on
I feel like all this is gonna backfire on him or something. Too much good is gonna backfire on you. That's a thing in life, you know. So I don't know, man.
quick victory.
I hope nothing happens to Napoleon, though. I hope he's happy by the end of all this, you know. And this is just part 1 of the video. Part 2 I haven't even seen. I don't know what he did in part 2. Maybe he turned evil or something. I don't know, dude. Everything is fucking evil.
Victories. This could be a problem, especially because the longer the war went on, the more likely it looked other countries may join the coalition against him. But Napoleon knew the Russian Tsar, Alexander I, was young and seeking glory, so he came up with an idea to lure him in. He sent him a message. What does it say? It says, hello, I'm just a little baby boy, and I'm very scared. Are you talking like that, or is he? He is, sir. Why are you doing
Oh,
that? I
shit!
don't know, but it's very cute, helpless, and vulnerable.
Oh God! Oh my God! He's taunting them and trolling them and bullying them.
Little baby
Jeez.
boy, eh? Very scared, eh? Cute, eh? Boris, get my crossbow. We're going hunting. The Allied
What the
forces
fuck?
turned to face Napoleon, who they now believed was in a vulnerable position. He was set up at Austerlitz, and to make it look like he was retreating, he had even evacuated the high ground. A thick
Oh,
fog
shit.
settled, obscuring Napoleon's center as the Allies took the bait and set up on the heights.
Oh
From
my
there,
God! The strategy! The strategy!
They spotted Napoleon's very weak-looking right flank, and they descended the heights to go get it. Little did they know, it was exactly what Napoleon was hoping they'd do. The next thing they knew, a large
Oh,
French force
shit.
was emerging from the fog, launching a huge central assault up the hill. They swung around,
Oh,
crushing
God.
the
Oh,
Allies,
shit.
and as men attempted to flee across the frozen lakes, Napoleon
fuck?
ordered his artillery
And then they died in the fucking lakes, frozen lakes.
to fire on the ice, causing an
Oh.
unknown number to drown.
Oh my
Suddenly,
God!
he was just a little baby boy. What happened? He tricked you, sir.
How can you fucking get tricked and confused by his obviously trollish behavior? Come on.
I was the little baby boy all along. It was Napoleon's masterpiece, and Austria were once again forced to.
Dude, I never heard of a fucking warrior like this in history. I never heard. This dude is literally like a Bollywood hero. God damn it, he's like he's like one of my Tollywood heroes. It's fucking. He's so heroic. He's so badass that. My God, how does such a person exist like this? It's impossible, but he has the strategy. He can fool you. He can fucking, get around you and fucking capture you. Oh my God, this dude is
to
insane.
make peace with France. Then, with the French conquest of Naples in 1806, the War of the Third Coalition ended as yet another Napoleon victory. This was the third time Napoleon had to give Austrian Emperor Francis a good spanking.
He's playing with the fucking that dude.
And so, with the peace treaty in 1805,
Okay.
Napoleon was determined to punish him. He was forced to give up territory, hand over significant compensation, and promised never to fight Napoleon again. For now, Russia, Sweden,
What a brilliant strategist. What a unstoppable freak of nature, this dude. Oh my god.
and the UK remained at war with France, but none were able to offer much of a threat. And so, Napoleon got to work strengthening his grip over Europe. He gave out rule of
It's almost like he never stops thinking about whatever he needs to do next. He's always on to a next mission as soon as he's done with one mission. He's crazy, dude. He's like, he loves doing it and he wants to do more and more and more, endless. That's how he is like.
captured territories to
Man.
his family and friends, and most notably, he established a new confederation in Germany, with
Huh.
himself as its protector. Seeing
Oh,
his influence
shit.
in Germany being wiped away, Emperor Francis acknowledged reality and officially dissolved the Holy Roman Empire, an
Oh.
entity that had existed for over 1,000 years.
Oh.
But it wasn't all good news for Napoleon. For one thing, Spain had earlier allied with France in 1804 because the British just couldn't help themselves from blowing up Spanish ships, and Napoleon hoped a combined French-Spanish fleet would eventually be able to invade England. Unfortunately, he received word that British Admiral Nelson had engaged his fleet at Trafalgar. Normally, naval battles looked like this, but in this case, Nelson did this. Was it because he was an idiot? No, it's
Oh.
because he was a genius. He successfully punched through the Franco-Spanish line and
Oh.
unleashed hell. His victory ensured
Man.
British control of the sea,
That must be a massive fucking war. Holy
and his
shit.
death during the battle
A naval war, big ass ships hitting each other. Oh my god.
made him a legend. Napoleon's hopes for a future British
Oh,
invasion
shit.
were gone. But not
Oh,
just that.
God.
Napoleon was also hoping to secure
There's always bound to have some dude is gonna show up in the future that is gonna dominate you, as if like it's gonna happen. It's inevitable. Okay, so I guess Napoleon never. That's the point, you know. He never sees things coming. What he sees is whatever he sees, he wants it. That's all he sees, you know.
secure peace on the continent. But that wasn't looking likely because the Prussian king was under pressure from his wife. Frederick, he's established a confederation in our turf, and he told us he'd give us Hanover, but then
Huh.
offered it to the British. You have to declare war on him. What is it with you and war? What is it with you and
Man.
being a cupcake? Go to war!
Damn, even like women are fucking pissed off and the men are not understanding. What can they do? They're fighting against Napoleon Bonaparte. This dude is a fucking badass and he's terrifying if you're on against him or opposite to him, you know.
Okay.
Jeez.
In October 1806, Prussia, with its famed military tradition, joined the coalition and declared war, beginning the War of the Fourth Coalition.
Huh.
Unfortunately, Prussian King Frederick William III wasn't the smartest tool in the shed. Look at him over there, being all French. Makes me sick. Boys, we'll get him this time. But here's the
He's in that corner over there looking at them with that derpy face. I love how he looks. no expression, nothing. Like this. It just I love it.
thing. This time, we have to stick together. Do not under any circumstances face Napoleon by
He's already leaving.
yourself. You all saw what happened to Austria. Hey, where'd Fred go?
He's gone.
Jerk. Think you're some kind of big shot? Huh? Want to tell
Oh,
you Fred?
shit.
You don't got the cojones. We're screwed. Without consulting its allies, Prussia
Oh,
had gone ahead and
God.
sent Napoleon an ultimatum.
This video is super hilarious. They need to add more comedy every now and then. This is hilarious.
demanding he move all his forces out of Germany. Now, some of you watching this video probably can't even wipe your own bum yet, but even you know
What?
you don't just send Napoleon an ultimatum. Obviously, Napoleon went in for the kill. Prussia's army
Oh,
was
God.
quite outdated, so when they met Napoleon at the twin battles of Jena and Auerstedt, it wasn't even close. Even Marshal Davout's heavily outnumbered corps at Auerstedt sent the Prussians running, and Napoleon carried out a ruthless pursuit of his fleeing enemy, taking Berlin, and within a single
Oh
month,
my god, holy shit! They're all running away and he's capturing it like fucking water everywhere.
decimating the Prussian forces. Frederick William and the
He's
remnants
capturing everything like coronavirus.
of his army moved to the east. At this point, Napoleon's forces were pretty tired. Winter had come, and conditions were miserable. He anticipated both sides would settle into winter quarters, but Russia decided to try their hand at an unexpected winter attack. A series of brutal battles followed that took a heavy toll on both sides, including the vicious Battle of Eylau, fought in blizzard.
So many soldiers dead, so many valuable soldiers with skills are dying.
Conditions. Men froze to death, and many deserted. The Russian artillery tore the French to shreds. And Napoleon himself was momentarily under risk of being captured.
Oh my God.
The French army was saved thanks to a legendary cavalry charge by Napoleon's flamboyant cavalry commander, Murat. After the horror inflicted on both sides, they decided it might be a good idea not to do any more fighting until after winter. Then, after winter came, and the fighting continued. The Russians were pushed back.
They had to wait for seasons. Holy shit, for a season to go away. Oh my God.
Friedland, where Russian General Bennigsen made a bit of a blunder by positioning himself with the Alla River to his back. The French artillery were able to pin the Russians between the river and their concentrated gunfire, a major element in Napoleon's fighting style, and many Russians drowned as they tried to escape. War of the Fourth Coalition. Victory, Napoleon.
Oh my God. Holy shit. Let's see again that thing.
Alla River to his back. The French artillery were able to pin the Russians between the river and their concentrated gunfire, a major element in Napoleon's fighting style, and many Russians drowned as they tried to escape. War of the Fourth Coalition. Victory, Napoleon.
Oh shit, this dude is so amazing. Oh man, I'm so tempted to watch the next one. God damn it. What a badass. What a legend. Dude, he's literally a legend, man. What the fuck? This dude is amazing. I love this Napoleon Bonaparte dude. He's awesome. He's awesome, okay? Look at the comments, you know? He defeated his enemies without using the high ground. What a legend. So great. My God. If your son is like Napoleon, let him be. He's gonna become a fucking supreme legend or something. He's gonna become so great. He's gonna become like God among humans. Pretty much. Napoleon right now is like God among humans, and nobody can defeat him. Okay? Holy shit. What the fuck? My God. And this reaction has overblown into nearly a 1 hour fucking... I'm just lost into this video. This video is so hilarious and also shows how badass this dude is. Okay, so the Napoleonic Wars. My God, I gotta like get a big ass, like a big tall figurine, like not figurine, but more like a painting or something of Napoleon, and I gotta stick it in the background or something like that, because I love heroes like this. I love them. Okay, apart from his cheating bullshit with his whore of a wife, everything is fucking perfect. I love him. Okay, so what a great character. I hope he didn't turn evil later on, like every other ruler, every other like big leader and shit. I hope not. Okay, I hope he didn't get brainwashed and addicted to power, and I hope not. Okay, he knows what he needs to do on what he wants to do. Even if he has multiple kids and they wanted to become like him, they can't, because he's a special person. People keep saying, hey, are you a snowflake? Or no, Napoleon Bonaparte, this dude is a snowflake. Okay, he's a special snowflake. Okay, he's the greatest motherfucker ever lived. So nobody can reach him, not even his own kids, I feel like. Okay, so Napoleonic Wars Oversimplified Part 1. What did you think about this reaction? Did you like my reaction? Was I entertaining enough? Did you get bored? I hope not. Okay, I hope you really enjoyed this. This is a long reaction, and I hope you really liked it. Okay, so please make sure to subscribe to this channel. It's my backup channel. This is where I upload like 3 videos a day, and also like go check out my main channel. The link will be in the description. Go check it out. There's a lot of reaction videos over there. You'll be thoroughly entertained. And tomorrow I'm doing a very big reaction on my on my main channel. It's based on alien xenomorphs and stuff like that. Go check it out. If you like it over there, subscribe over there. If you like this reaction, subscribe over here. Subscribe to both my channels. Show me support. There's nothing wrong with getting entertained. Okay, so please show me support. And if you have any videos that you want me to react to, any politics, music video, comedy, anything animated, anything, please type down in the comment section. I'll note it down and react to it. I'll even say your name. Okay, and also like go check out Oversimplified video. This is 10 out of 10, the best video I've seen in this channel so far. The Napoleonic Wars, fantastic. Go check them out. Give them a subscribe, and if you find it in your heart, please subscribe to both my channels. Show me support, okay? And yeah, see you tomorrow with that big ass reaction, okay? So yeah, that's it for this reaction. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye. Please make sure to subscribe, by the way. Subscribe to both my channels, and please suggest videos for me so that I can react to them, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.